What is the crap, Goth? My name is Pixie and welcome to my channel of randomness where you never know what you're going to get. This is a super short video because we've got some good news for a change, finally. Hi! So for those people who are new to this channel and who have no idea what is going on, to cut a super long story short, I lost my little boy last year. It was absolutely the worst time of my life. There's lots of videos on grief and loss and all sorts, so please do go back and have a look on that if you want to know what that's about. This one is about the DVLA. Oh my gosh, so I have been in a battle with the DVLA, who are the driving authority over here, because they took my driving licence off me. Against medical advice, they took my driving licence away because in January of this year I had a nervous breakdown. So it lasted like 24 hours. Obviously I've been struggling with the death of my son for many months. I have really dark times. I ended up going into a psychiatric facility. This was a voluntary admission. I wasn't taken off there. I wasn't sectioned. I only went in for 5 days. I received no medical care, like as in no medicines there at all. It was more for like a respite. Ended up being the worst thing I could ever do at that point anyway. Came home just as bad as I went in. But basically, because of that wobble and because of something that was said by another medical professional, I lost my licence, which I shouldn't have done at all. I was absolutely fine to drive. It was just emotionally, I had a really bad time. So basically what happened was a DVLA jumped in and took my licence away. First of all, they stopped it for 3 months, which I was pissed off about, I will admit. So I contacted them and said, look, I don't understand why I've had my licence stopped for 3 months. And then I know it was kind of 3 months pending a medical review, which I completely understand. If someone's not medically or mentally fit to drive, they shouldn't be. And to stop it at that point would have been an okay thing to do, I get it. But in my circumstances, that wasn't really relevant because it didn't affect my driving. So luckily I have a fantastic doctor and I have a wonderful mental health team who helped me. Like my CPN is amazing. So they wrote supporting letters for me and I had copies. So the doctor emailed the DVLA. We heard nothing back at all for ages. So the doctor had emailed to say and wrote a letter to say, look, there is absolutely no reason why Pixie cannot drive. In fact, it's detrimental to her mental health to not be able to drive because obviously it gives me a source of independence and everything else. And they've just stripped that away from me. So I then got a letter back from the DVLA and I was thinking, oh my God, I've got my licence back. And it was actually a full ban, like they revoked my licence completely. But there wasn't an explanation at all. Like apparently legally there should have been in this letter. They just took it away, just completely gone. So I obviously went to pieces and I was just absolutely, I was furious. And I think I came on here and made a video, a very angry, ranty video about the DVLA. But then I went back to my GP again and my mental health team and they actually wrote supporting letters. I've got a printout of the original letter that the GP sent to the DVLA and I wrote my own 5-page letter in detail, great detail, sorry my dog's playing with his toy, as to why I need my licence back. It shouldn't have been revoked in the first place. The mental health teams fully supported this as well. And then I thought, I've heard nothing back. It's been about 3 weeks now. I've heard nothing back. I sent my letter first class recorded and everything. I was just like, I want to drive. And I've just had this thing where I went, ring them. So the first time ever I got through to the DVLA. Oh my God, it's like trying to get through to fucking King, like trying to ring them. They never answer their phones. And yes, I got through. And I'm going to be back in 1 minute because my dog is playing with a squeak toy. Hang on. I'm back and my chihuahua is not very happy with me because I've just taken away his squeaky moon. Right, okay, so basically, yeah, I rang the DVLA and got through. Well, I was on like a 15-minute hold, but that's not too bad. And I spoke to somebody and he's like, oh yeah, we wrote a letter to you yesterday. I'm like, have you? And he said, yeah, so apparently my licence has been restored. I have my driving licence back. I can now drive my car again, which is a huge win. It is amazing. Although it's a short-term licence, so I have to be reviewed again in a year's time. It'll be fine. I don't take any meds at all. Yes, I have lots of like mental health issues going on, but I'm not stupid and I stop driving if I get ill. Simple as that, really. So there should be no problem with me getting a licence. They did say it can either be revoked again, it can be reissued on like a yearly thing, or I might get a longer term licence. Who knows? But I've got to go for a medical review. But it doesn't matter. We won. I won. And I got my licence back and that is all that matters. So basically, this is just a super quick video to say, do not give up. Seriously, if you know that you are in the right, like literally know, not just kind of like be pissed off at them, because I went on, I made TikToks, I made YouTube videos ranting at the DVLA like proper. I mean, in my letter, I even accused them of disability discrimination and all this kind of stuff. Like, honestly, like really, really went. I was polite with it, but I was stern. So it's worth fighting for. And definitely, if you can get people in your corner, medical professionals, to write you backing letters, make sure you send everything recorded delivery. Take copies if you can of the letters, whether it's photocopies, whether you print out a copy of a letter if it's on a computer, taking photographs, whatever. Make sure you've always got a copy of whatever you send. Keep that receipt as well as proof, but don't give up. If you know that you are in the right and that whatever has happened to you, it might not be the DVLA, it might be something else which is to do with, I don't know, whatever, you know, whether it's mental health, physical health, whatever. If you feel that you have been wronged, like for me, I was told to go to the Court of Appeal. Now with the DVLA, just so you're aware, you cannot get legal aid for the DVLA. It is not possible. You have to pay. And if you lose your case, not only do you have to pay your own court costs, but the chances are you're going to have to pay the legal fees for the DVLA, which can end up like you can end up in a lot of debt or a lot of financial trouble at least. So I could not do that. I couldn't afford to go to the Court of Appeal. And I didn't think I should. I knew that I was entitled to my licence back, having spoken to my medical teams. So I fought them. And on this occasion, I won. So please, please don't give up. I mean, I've had times where I've sat on the floor and cried, and I just thought, what is the point in carrying on? Everything I love is being taken away from me. And I got to that point where the DVLA literally tipped me over the edge on this one. But I've got it back, and that is the big thing. So a massive, massive message. Do not give up. And if you need advice, go and seek it. Talk to Citizens Advice Bureau, although to be fair, on this occasion, they weren't very helpful for me, but they can be on other cases. Talk to your GPs, talk to your mental health professionals, ask them for supporting letters, because honestly, headed paper with a proper professional, that was a bit of a mouthful then, can actually be really beneficial. Don't just kind of like go ahead and do things yourself. If you can get people to back you, that is a huge, huge thing. So if you're in the same fight as me or had the same thing as me, please do comment down below. Let me know, what was your outcome? Are you going through the same thing as I am? Because I can possibly give you some links to follow, some helplines or whatever. Please do comment down below your experiences of the DVLA or anything else you've had to do with mental health, any kind of discrimination or people jumping in thinking they know things when they don't, anything. But on this occasion, it's worked out fantastically well. And tonight I will be driving my little 6-year-old daughter to do her swimming lesson with my husband as a passenger, because I don't leave the house alone. But I'm going to be getting in my car. We're not going to tell my little girl I've got my licence back. I'm just going to get in the car and see what she said when she sees me went behind the wheel. I'm so excited to drive my KORI, because obviously I love cinema roll and Sanrio, and my car is called KORI, not KORI. And I can't wait to get back in it, and I'm like, oh my god, I just love it. I love my car. It's fantastic. It's another sense of independence. I can do something for my family. This is a huge step forward in my mental health recovery as well, which is brilliant. And yeah, don't give up the fight. You carry on and you fight for what is right. Isn't that some like Beastie Boys song or something? I don't know, or Run DMC, or I don't know. Anyway, you carry on, just don't give up. Seriously, it's well worth it. And thank you to everybody who did actually support me in this as well and offered me loads of advice and loads of words of encouragement, and were there going, yeah, Pixie, you fight them, because it actually worked on this occasion. And yay, tonight I'm going to be driving my car. So thank you all, and I shall see you all soon. Please do also like and subscribe to this channel if you want to hear lots of random stuff that goes on in my life, and unboxings and days out and rants and God knows what else. Yeah, lots of dares and funny stuff coming up as well. So please do stick with me. And thank you all, and I shall see you all again soon. I'm going to go get my car keys. Bye.